Well, for the last few episodes, we have alluded to a surprise. So without any further ado, let's get stuck straight into this very last episode of Rocks to Reefs Season 3 and go and check out what it is. Goes without saying that you found great off-road adventures on YouTube, but don't forget we're also on Facebook and Instagram, so if you're not following us there, go over, check it out and give us a follow. Well everybody, if you haven't guessed it, our little surprise is a trip out to the horizontal falls. So we did decide to treat ourselves and this is what we've got for you. So Jess will run you through the trip quick.
So this trip is the one that goes out of Derby. It's an overnight trip, so we get to stay on the houseboat tonight. We've flown in the afternoon. We're going to do horizontal falls this afternoon. Apparently they are spectacular at the moment, so we're going to get onto that shortly. Later on we're going to go swimming with the sharkies in the shark tank. And then there are also a river we better go to our briefing.
Yep. Yeah.
Here we go.
Someone fast excited. Race the plane, race the plane. Race the plane. Come on, Skip. We're following a few more adrenaline-filled high-speed runs through this wide gap. We got to learn a little bit about how it works. Now, this is the only place in the world where this phenomenon occurs and is caused by the massive tides that you get up in the Kimberley. What's happening is the water is dropping, the tide is dropping faster than the water can flow through this gap. So right now, there is an Olympic pool-sized volume of water flowing through this gap every second. Yes, every second. And because the water it just can't get through the gap quickly enough, it causes that vertical drop in height. Obviously, when the tide changes direction, the flow changes direction as well. Like I said, this is an amazing natural phenomenon. Jess and I caught this at pretty much king tides, which is maximum tidal change, which is maximum water flow, and it was absolutely stunning to see the raw power that these horizontal falls have. From the wide gap, which is 12 meters wide, it was time for us to go and look at the second of the horizontal falls, which is what is called the narrow gap, and it is 4 meters wide. And with today's big king tides, it was over a 4 meter difference in height from the middle body of water to the inland body of water. And as such, it was actually not safe for us to take the boat through the falls. But we got up close and personal, and it was just something just insane to behold. Following that simply breathtaking experience with the 2 horizontal waterfalls, we came back to the barge slash houseboat, whatever you want to call it, and we got to feed these sharks. Now, they don't have the best eyesight. They tend to bump into each other because they just use their nose and the sensors in their nose to navigate around. Nonetheless, it was very cool to be able to swim with and feed these guys up close and person. And with the sun starting to go down, we had time for just one more boat ride. This one here, a scenic cruise up the creek system and a little bit more history on the geography and some information on just how crazy these tides are. So those black marks on the rocks, that is the king tides, which, you know, high tide there, that's a good 6, 7, 8 meters higher than where we are right now. With the sun pretty much all but gone, it was time for us to return back to the barge, to some snacks and the most amazing barramundi for dinner. We had a lovely night. We did plenty of drinking, plenty of socialising, not very much filming. I was running out of batteries and memory cards at this point, and we still had a little bit more to show you tomorrow. So we'll pick you up there. Well, good morning everybody, welcome back to the next day at the Horizontal Falls. So had a lovely night last night, some beautiful dinner, dessert, had quite a few drinks. Don't exactly feel the best this morning. We're all prepping, getting ready, jackets on, time for a second ride through the falls. Can't wait. So yeah, we'll hop on and go and see what it's like. Well, those of you that know boats will know that the back of the boat is the smoothest ride, which is right where you want to be when you got a hangover.
Sorry folks, must have forgot to turn the pumps on again this morning.
Now, there's only a handful of times when you get to witness the horizontal falls both in full flow and also in this state of tranquil calmness, which is when the tide changes and all the water levels equalize. So yeah, we were very fortunate to be able to see this, and we thank the crew from the Horizontal Falls Tours immensely for taking us out for the second boat ride. It wasn't scheduled, but it was an opportunity that they gave us, and one that we certainly didn't want to miss. Again, from the wide gap, we shot over to the narrow gap, and just how different does this look? The water flow is still flowing in the same direction, but completely differently to yesterday. And yeah, obviously very safe for us to navigate through on the big high performance Falls Express. It is completely mind-boggling that this is the same place that we visited yesterday and looked like this. Just incredible the amount of power that the water and the tides have up here. It is astonishing. It's pretty hard to distinguish it in the video, but as we made our way back to this wide gap, the tide and the water flow had actually changed directions. So the inland sea was currently draining into the middle sea, and the ocean, or Talbot Bay, was actually filling up the middle sea as well. So the body of water in the middle of the two horizontal falls was actually the lowest point. So it's pretty cool to see the water flowing in both directions and filling up the middle. And again, just one of those crazy opportunities that we got, that we made the most of to get to go and see this amazing natural phenomenon. sadly, all good things do have to come to an end. So it was a quick motor back to the houseboat and time for us to pack our belongings, load up onto the seaplanes and make our way back to Derby. Now, it was very hard to say goodbye to the horizontal falls. It was an absolutely magical spot and one that Jess and I are both dying to get back to. Well, a massive, massive, massive thank you to the team at the Horizontal Falls Seaplane Adventures, to all of you that we had cater for us, drive the boats, fly the planes, put this logistical puzzle together, keep up the amazing work. This was by far the best experience we've had in the Kimberley, and by far one of the best tourism experiences we've ever had anywhere. As you can tell, we're really passionate about this. We had so much fun. It was worth absolutely every single cent. I suggest if you're looking at doing the Horizontal Falls tours, have a look at the price, have a look at the time that you're out there, have a look at everything that you're going to do, and compare it to the costs and the activities of other tours throughout the Kimberley, and you'll be blown away by the value for money that you get with this tour. It is just next level awesome. Anyway, I'm going to let the rest of this highlights video play out, and lastly, I just want to thank Horizontal Falls again for putting on a great service, and I hope you don't mind that I've stolen some of your footage to use in with mine. I'm sure it just paints an awesome picture for everybody just how crazy and awesome this place is. Well, everybody, we've finished our trip up into the Kimberleys. It's very sad to have to do this, but it's time to sign off the series. So yeah, we've absolutely loved it. What's been your highlight, Jess?
Definitely Horizontal Falls. What a way to end this trip. We have loved every minute of it, and we were going, we can't pick one, and then Horizontal Falls just smashed it out of the park.
Blew us away.
Just, yeah, absolutely loved it. The Barra was beautiful. I got my Barra in the Kimberley.
So yeah, anyway guys, we really hope you enjoyed our trip up through the Kimberley here and what was Rocks to Reefs Season 3. You know the deal. If you've enjoyed the videos, smash that like button, go and subscribe with the big red button down there, enable notifications, leave us a comment, leave us your thoughts. Like last time, leave us your questions. We'll go and do a little recap video back home so that we can answer them all and help you out with your Kimberley trip.
Yep.
And yeah, you know the deal guys. Happy safe adventuring. Stay safe on the tracks and trails.
Yep, hopefully we'll see you out there.
Yeah. hopefully we'll see you out there. If not, see you in the next video.